As I said earlier, there is a golden key to right living, and this key is prayer, affirmative prayer. Prayer is our direct line of communion with God. Through affirmative prayer, we learn to clear our mind of negative thoughts, of doubts and fears. And this we must do if we are to become aware of the presence of God within and around us. Let us shut every other thought out of the mind, all distractions of the moment, as we listen confidently, peacefully, and quietly. You are in a divine partnership with this thing called life, with the giver of all life, God, the living Spirit, almighty and ever-present. Therefore say to yourself, quietly but with deep conviction, I now accept my divine birthright. I now consciously enter into my partnership with love, with peace, with joy, with God. I feel the infinite presence close around me. I feel the warmth, the color, and the radiance of this presence like a living thing in which I am enveloped. I am no longer afraid of life. A deep and abiding sense of calm and of poise flows through me. I have faith to believe that the kingdom of God is at hand. It is right where I am, here, now, today, at this very moment. I feel that there is a divine law of good which can and will and does govern everything. Therefore, I feel that everything in my life that is constructive, everything in my thought that is life-giving is blessed and prosperous. It blesses everyone I meet. It makes glad every situation I find myself in. It brings peace and comfort to everyone I contact. I am united with everything in love, in peace, and in joy. And I know that the presence of love and life gently leads me and all others, guiding, guarding, sustaining, upholding, now and forever.
This is the day that God has made. I will rejoice. This is the time to celebrate. Lift up every voice. Enter this moment as God's own heart. Standing with joy in the truth of who we are. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. This is the day that God has made. I will rejoice. This is the time to celebrate. Lift up every voice. Enter this moment as God's own heart. Standing with joy in the truth of who we are. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life.
Good morning. Good morning, Vision, and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're tuning in wherever you are. I am so glad that you're here, that we're spending this time in celebration together to remember who we are and to remember whose we are. And we have wonderful music coming up for you and inspiring prayer and talk. And please get comfortable. Get comfortable in your chair, put your feet up, get your second cup of coffee. Join us for the next hour in love, in joy, in celebration, knowing that God truly is all there is, and we are that. So let us begin where everything begins, and that is in prayer. I am so grateful. I am so grateful for this day, for everything in it, for all of those who have chosen to be here now. Right here in this wonderful circle of love we call Vision, a Center for Spiritual Living, knowing that wherever you're tuning in from, far and wide, to know that God is our source and supply. There is nothing else. There is only Spirit, and we are that. We know and accept that God has sought and found a way to inhabit all of creation, to absolutely find a way to express itself in matter, and we are that, and all life is that. That there is only one truth, one life, one love, one universal mind, one universal subjective medium. We know that there is only one flowing in and through and as everything, and that one is the divine. And so we know the beloved that beats our heart and breathes our breath, digests our food, lives our life, thinks our thoughts. We know that that one is the Spirit that we are immersed in, and that is within us, right down to a cellular level. We are that which thou art. I give great thanks for all of those who come together today to remember that for ourselves and for everyone else on earth. I give great thanks, and I just allow Spirit to lead the way through this celebration. I stand aside. I let God go just wild and free through this celebration right here and right now. And so it is. Amen. So good morning. How are you? How's everybody? You could just put it in the dialogue box. Let me know how you're doing. I am so glad that you're here. I'm so glad you're taking this beautiful Sunday morning to join us from wherever you are, whether you're in San Diego, California, or across the country, or around the globe, that you have decided to tune in just for that inspiration, just for whatever it is that you've tuned in to get right here. This is the place. This is the time. You are the person. I am so glad that you're here. So let me tell you a little bit about Vision. We're a Center for Spiritual Living. We have been here for years and years. In fact, last week, we just celebrated our 14th anniversary. So we are absolutely fully present, exciting, expressing. February is a great month. It is Black History Month. We come together, we celebrate that. You know, if we were in the sanctuary right now, we'd be having all kinds of wonderful food, and it would just be so great. And it will be, again, you know that. Next February, we'll be here all together. It is also the season for nonviolence. It started at the end of January, goes to April. I hope that you are looking at our daily inspirations on our Facebook page. It tells you a little bit about what to think about for each day of those 64 days of the season for nonviolence. So we're participating in that as well. There's just so much to be grateful for, so much to be thankful for, so many different observances where we can remember and recognize our oneness. So get comfortable. We're going to be here for a while. We have licensed practitioners ready, willing, able, standing by to pray with you and for you. We have a meet and greet room at the end of celebration. Please join us. There is a Zoom address that'll be in the dialogue box. Join us in the meet and greet room where you can get one-on-one prayer with one of our licensed practitioners in a breakout room. It'll be nice and private. It'll just be the two of you. We also have on our website a page, a practitioner page, where you can see the whole list of practitioners. We have a plethora of practitioners just waiting to pray with you and for you. So go to that page. You can find a practitioner and a phone number, and they're more than happy to pray with you and for you. What else do we have that way? Oh, I know. We have the prayer request form also on the website. Go there, www.visioncsl.org. and find the practitioner page, find the prayer request form. You can submit that. A practitioner will call you at home or send a prayer back through email if you leave your email. However you would like to be served in prayer. We are here to serve you. We are here to know the truth for you. We are here to remember who you are when maybe you've temporarily forgotten. So please, don't leave here today. Don't leave this broadcast today without getting prayer support. It is our calling to pray on behalf of you, and it is your responsibility to call us and let us know what you would like prayer for. So do that. Don't forget. Okay. I also want to let you know that we have a welcome. We say it every week to remind ourselves. We say it for our guests. We say it all the time because we mean it, and we just love saying it over and over. So we're going to say it right here, right now. You ready? You with me? Okay. Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. So just take that in, allow that to resonate with you while I turn this over to the celebration singers who will be singing our centering song to prepare us for meditation. Thank you.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, I go inside and quiet my mind. I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Good morning and happy Black History Month. My name is LaTanya, also known as Hummingbird, and I am a licensed practitioner here at Vision CSL. Please take these quotes into your heart as we move into the silence and allow the tones of the bowl to bring you into and out of the 5-minute meditation. The first quote is by Graham Cook. Look for the goodness of God all around you. As you look for signs of His presence, many more opportunities will occur for you to bless people and share God's nature. The second quote is by our founder, Ernest Holmes. By some inner mystic presence, I was told to live and to love, to laugh and to be glad. I was told to be still and know of the one almighty power. I believed that voice, and I received my good. knowing that God is my source and supply, the same source who created the heavens and the earth, the cool winter's breeze blowing away all debris, and that all that does not support us and serve us anymore. The same creator that shines its light throughout our bodies, throughout the world, throughout the galaxies. The same God that is the energy that flows through all things with love and peace and joy and happiness, just as the ocean, the rivers, the hummingbirds, and the galaxy. And just knowing that I am one with this creation, one in consciousness, one in love. Knowing that this creator continues to walk and talk with me each and every day, surrounding me with love and peace and joy and power, walks ahead of me, stands beside me, is behind me, supporting me, always flowing through me and expressing itself as me. And just as I know this to be true for myself, it is also true for Reverend Patti as she gives her talk today, filled with love and power and joy and the expression of God. And knowing this to be true, it is also true for each and every one of us that that power of God is infinite, flowing through all of us with joy, with power, with wisdom. And I just know right here, right now, and that I affirm with love that God continues to flow through our relationships with joy, with peace, understanding, growth with love. It flows through our relationships with our husbands, our mothers, our daughters, our wives, our partners, our lovers, our children, and even our little furry and feathered pets. God continues to flow through our bodies when we are feeling dis-ease, flows through our toes and our feet and our ankles and our muscles and our stomach and our lungs and our back and our neck and head. Flows through us, healing, giving that healing energy of ease and love and health and well-being, flowing through the hospitals with the doctors and the nurses, the technicians and the nursing assistants, all coming together as one, and healing us. And knowing that God continues to flow. There is no place that God is not omnipresent, omnipotent, flowing into our bank account, knowing that there is prosperity. There's prosperity, there is abundance of prosperity. There is no lack, as God is prosperity. It flows through our bank account, having us to have food on our table, food for our families, our children, food for ourselves. And knowing that that continues to flow, as it is our birthright to have food to eat, to have clothes on our bodies, to have shelter to stay in and feel safe. It is our birthright to feel safe and loved and worthy. And I just give thanks for all these blessings of love, of joy, of our awesome relationships. I give thanks for all the health and the wellness. I give thanks for prosperity, knowing that it comes even at the 12th hour. It comes. It is here right now, not in the past, not in the future. It is here right now. And I know that it is complete. It is good. It is God, and God is good all the time. And I just release it unto the law, knowing that it is complete. I just release it, take my hands off of it, knowing that all is well, all is God, and so it is. Ashe and amen.
Good morning, Vision. I'm Ria Carey.
I'm Aaron Turner.
And we're your special guest musicians for this week. We're doing a couple songs, one of which is called Signs. I remember it came out around 1969. I loved the song. I thought it was just a really cool song. It talks about the signs that we have to encounter in life, and some of them are great and some of them not so great.
The other song is a mashup of What a Wonderful World and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It's a song I like to call Wonderful Rainbow.
I love this arrangement. It's inspired by Israel Kamikaze. He was a Hawaiian player, and Aaron and I both loved his version, and the arrangement you're going to hear is Aaron's version, but we hope you enjoy it. Anyway, have a great weekend. God bless.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. I see trees of green, red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I'll watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away among the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. If birds fly over the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? If birds can fly over the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? It's a wonderful world.
What a wonderful world.
Thank you, Ria. I love that. I love you. Come back and see us again live. It's just so good to hear our musicians and our singers, and it is such a heart-opening experience to have music. So, we are in this month of February, and February's theme is One Journey, Many Paths. And today's talk is, what's your sign? What? So I'm really not talking like, hey, dude, what's your sign, Well, I'm a Gemini, and my, rising sign is Aquarius, and my moon is, I don't know, someplace, I misplaced it somewhere. But, or I'm a triple Scorpio or Pisces, so stay away from me because I'm not really good to be around. Or I'm a Cancer, I just love being at home, whatever. I'm not talking about those signs. I'm not going to talk about those signs. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, and this is in the Science Mind text, the 26th edition. He said, if you have ever believed that the stars govern you, or that your environment governs you, or that opportunities govern you, recognize this as an hypnotic condition into which you have fallen. So, we're not talking about those kinds of signs. We'll talk today about the signs along the pathway that you're on. You are on this journey. This theme is, one journey, many paths. Well, along those many paths that we've chosen, there are signposts along the way that guide us. And so what are the signposts? What are the signs saying to you on the individual path that you have chosen? There are signs that we choose to follow. There are signs that we see, and there are signs that we follow with, and those are the conscious ones. And they guide us along the path that we're on for our own personalized journey. So think about it, right? What signs do you look for, do you look at, and do you follow, How about, lookout vista on the right. You've seen those signs, right? Do you pull over and look? Do you pull over and look at the scenery, Are you taking the scenic route? Have you chosen to take the scenic route, to stop along the way, to take the long and windy way and stop and look at everything around you? How about the sign, freeway entrance on the right? Do you take that one instead, Are you going fast and are you going direct? Is the destination the whole point, or is it the journey? Do you just want to get there, wherever there is? Do you just want to get there? Can't stop. I'm a woman on a mission, right? Headed to enlightenment. Ain't got no time for nothing else. This is the sign that I get a lot. Yeah, that's mine. Slow down, take your time. No, I can't. I'm on a mission. I've got to get there, right? Now remember, I'm the one that used to read the end of the book first before I decided to read a book because I had to know how it came out. So of course that would be my sign. Freeway all the way. Don't even stop. No lunch, no restroom break. Just get there, right? Well, these are the signs that we consciously, or maybe sometimes not so consciously, pick and choose in our journey forward, in our journey ahead, right? But sometimes I think, what happens when we get those unexpected signs, right? We've got everything planned. What happens when we get blindsided by a sign we didn't expect to be on our path, the path that we have chosen? Like construction, reduce speed for the next 25 miles, right? That one's always a crusher, right? Or maybe bridge out ahead. Oh my gosh, bridge out ahead. Now you have to turn back and do something else. What do we do when we encounter these unexpected signs that we hadn't planned for and that we didn't have in our consciousness? We had a plan. we were organized, we had our GPS, right? We had everything. And then we get that unexpected sign. What do we do? What do we do when we get assigned something like this one? Yeah, isn't that clever? Stop. Don't stop. Stop. No stopping anytime. What do we do when we get a sign that we don't know what to do? Right? Oh my gosh. What do you do when faced with something like that? Well, Ernest Holmes in Without Fear, he said this: in seeking the answers to our problems and questions, we need to realize and to know there's an intelligence in me which knows the answer to every question. There is nothing unknown to mind. It has the solution to every problem. My mind is in that mind. It is now working through me. It is acquainting my intellect, my conscious mind, with the desired information. He goes on to say this: the riddle of the universe is a paradox. The question is its own answer. For the mind that asks the question is also the mind that answers it. So when we get faced with, with signs like that, stop, don't stop, we know that the inner wisdom guides us and directs us. We know that regardless of that sign along the way, we know how to respond to it. That inner wisdom, the divine mind that exists within us, it knows the way to go. Even when we see signs like, caution, dangerous curves ahead, or slippery when wet, or one way, do not enter, One way, do not enter is a good one, right? It is those times where we think we're being thwarted, right? We're trying, and it just seems like there are roadblocks along the way all the time. I had my plan, but now there's a roadblock in my way. Well, I had a plan, and now there's another roadblock in my way. And I had my plan, and they loused it up on me, whoever they are, But how many times have we had the experience where we had to slow down, and the slowing down itself was the gift, right? There are so many times when we look back and we go, we were prevented from whatever, and it itself was the gift. Just when you think your path has gotten sabotaged, you find out that the delay was the blessing. The delay itself was the blessing. I remember I was driving one evening and I had to get gas, and I was pulling into a left-hand turn lane, and the left-hand turn arrow was green, and the song came on the radio that I hadn't heard in a really long time, and I just loved it. I was like, oh my God. Well, then the green arrow turned to red, and I was like, darn it, I can't believe it turned rah, 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 rah. And I was just about to complain about it when I thought, now, wait a minute. Now I get to sit at the red light and listen to the entire song that I loved, that I haven't heard in a long time, that I wanted to hear. When, had I been given the left-hand turn and gotten into the gas station, I'd had to shut the car off, right? So it was the gift. I know it's a little tiny trivial demonstration, but it's a demonstration. You get what I mean. I was delayed, and the delay in itself was a blessing. The red light was my affirmation. Really, I wanted to hear the song. I got to hear the song. We are always being guided and directed. We're always. And we have free will to ignore it, to go our own way, to ignore the signs and go off. We have free will to listen to that still small voice, or just barrel on down the road. Woman on a mission, get out of my way, right? I always wanted to be the first person on the freeway, I guess, I always wanted to lead the parade. If I could only get to the head of the line of traffic, then I'll be okay. But We have free will. We can listen. We can slow down. We have ears to hear and eyes to see if we allow ourselves to be open and available to the signs, right? We have to be open and available to the signs. And then what happens? We get a sign like this one. Gotta love it, right? Oh my God. What do we do when it doesn't even have any words? What do we do when we get a sign like that one? What do we do when we get a sign we don't even understand, or it's in a different language, or it has no words at all? Then we go within. Then we read the symbol. What does it mean? What does it mean to us? Because Spirit speaks to us in symbols quite often. In the New Thought Dictionary, Ernest Holmes writes about symbols. He said, the circle is a symbol. It represents the infinite, very much like our teaching symbol, right? The circle represents the infinite. First cause, the great I am, moving into manifest form. And then you have the V within it. You have the coming of spirit into matter, into that point of manifestation. And then the upward sweep of the V, man's journey from gross materiality into pure spirit, the perfected state. And that's our journey, isn't it? Really? That is the journey that we're all on. Our outward life is a symbol as well. It is a symbol of that inward journey. Spirit is speaking to us all the time, for the entire journey, all along. And those signs that we choose to follow, we choose them because they align with our plan, right? The ones we choose to follow align with our plans. The unexpected ones, well, they might cause us to slow down or to change our direction or to change the route we thought we were going to take or to postpone us all together and start out again at another time. Then there are the ones we don't understand at all. And we have to go deeper. We have to go deeper into that inner wisdom, into the I am, into that seed of perfection that is nestled within us, that Walt Whitman said. To know that there is a greater truth, there is a greater understanding, there is divine mind within us that can interpret for us, that can know for us. And that's how we gain understanding. And what we know is that it's all spirit all the time, guiding us, guarding us, surrounding us, protecting us, seeing us through. All along the journey, we use everything that is around us. We use everything to point us to the way, right? To point us to the way of our own unfoldment, our own personal path. And no one else can walk that path for us, or drive it, or fly it, whatever you want to do. No one else can do that for us. Our path is uniquely our own. So our guideposts, our signs, are uniquely ours. In Can We Talk to God, Ernest Holmes wrote this: our popular religions, with their half-gods, are but different resting places in our mind. Inns where the weary soul rests overnight on its journey from the outer circumference of materialism to an inner consciousness of idealism, and at the dawn of a greater vision, with the dew of eternity on the garden, the soul ventures forth to find a better God. And that really is the journey that we're on, and it is that inner journey. It is the awakening of the soul. It is the finding of a better God, the God that is within and the God that is also without, right? The overall, in all, through all, and as all. A greater understanding of the I am that is, and the I am that I am, the personalized incarnation of spirit as each and every one of us. And the journey on our physical path, on our own roadway, on our own individual journey, that is an outward expression of the inward journey that we are all on. And just like the outer one, the inner journey has signs and symbols that guide and direct us as well. The outer self is on a material path, right? Thinking that, well, enough stuff, enough purchases, enough money in the bank, enough security, enough friendships, enough things to do will make us happy and will keep us safe. Will keep the wolves from the door, right? And of course, that's how a lot of us are raised, right? Do the right thing, go to college, get a good job, get a 401k, get a pension, get safe, get secure. And the inner self knows that the only truth, the only path is love. The only path is love. The inner path is one of freedom, wholeness, joy, abundance. It is love. And so why there is the hesitancy? Why is there that hesitancy to draw back? I think perhaps the ego, the ego self of us, the one that is protecting us all our whole lives, right? Keeping us safe, keeping us small, keeping us protected, keeping us from getting our hearts broken. That ego self glimpses along with us, along with the inner us, the journey, the fulfillment, right? The selfless, unconditional love that we truly are. And I think that it believes that if we follow that, we will never be satisfied, with the material world again. If we cast off that ego self and just become that selfless, unconditional love in the world, how are we ever going to traverse the material world again? And I think that is part of our hesitancy to just dive into that limitless sea of receptivity, like Ernest Holmes says, casting off all moorings and just living that life of spirit. But our spiritual journey is what we're here to do. The realization that we are only love. I mean, Vicki sang it, right? In our centering song. There is only love. There is only love. And that is the truth of us. And that is our spiritual journey. And that is what we really are here to do, to remember who we are. And the signs have been pointing us to ourselves the whole time. The signs point us to our own inner happiness. The signs point us to the places where we need healing. The signs point us to the work we need to do, right? The sign points us to all those places within us where we have been wounded, where we must attend to and to heal. The signs point us to our wholeness. The signs point us to where we need to be, what we need to say, and to whom. The signs point us to where we are. Signs, well, there's a sign like this one. What the hell is that? We get signs like that every now and then, right? I think, I don't really know, but I think that one means you have just entered the deep south. I don't know, maybe. But it is our spiritual practice. It's our spiritual practice to interpret them. Right? We get signs all the time. They point us to where we need to go, what we need to do, what we need to say, and to whom. Our signs point us to where we need to still heal inside of us from maybe betrayals, from wounds that we have had in the past. The signs point us to our own healing. And our spiritual practice is our commitment to that wholeness. Always, always pointing us in the right direction. We use our woundedness not to stay a victim, but to know how to heal, to know where our healing is. We make the commitment to our wholeness by taking that vow, by taking the vow of I am, to vow to do something or to stop doing something from this day forward, right? That's why I love the symbolism of Lent. We're in the season of Lent as well, right? This past Wednesday, Lent started, 40 days and 40 nights of abstaining from something. Traditional Catholicism would say staying away from something you really love or some vice or some weakness or whatever. But I like our interpretation of the Lenten season better. I love to think of Lent as let's entertain new thought. Right? Let's entertain new thought. Let's fast from negativity. Let's fast from fear. Let's fast from our feelings of not enoughness. Let's fast from limitation. Right? That's what we're here to do. And recognize the signs all around us that tell us when we're overdoing something or not doing enough of something. Signs that tell us when to just be. Just take the time out for self-healing, for self-care. You know, if you're empty, you can't help anyone else, right? You can't be the light if you're drained yourself. So the signs tell us to slow down, to take care of ourselves. The signs always point us to our own wholeness, which is there all along, Ernest Holmes said this. He said, say something like this: I know the divine intelligence within me knows what the particular work is for me to do. It knows the right activity to bring about my objective. I rely on it to open the way, to show me the signs that point to the right direction. I realize divine guidance within me now, and that activity works through me and cannot be withheld from my affairs. Then watch for the sign. Listen greatly to yourself. Often, the seeds of harvest we have sown is born to us in the most unexpected sources. Your word thus spoken deals with a perfect law, and this law guides and directs and governs you and is liberty and freedom, success and happiness to you. Slow down. Allow the signs to guide you. Take that vow to care for yourself and then let your light shine around. Be the guidepost for others. Be the sign that God is all there is, that God is love, that we are love, and we are one. The signs guiding you, guiding me, guiding all of us back to our wholeness that has been there all along. Thank you.
And the sign said, long-haired freaky people need no reply. My friend tucked his hair up under his hat, and he went in and asked the man why. He said, you look like a fine, upstanding young man. I think you'll do. My My friend pulled off his hat and said, imagine that, me working for you. Oh, sign, sign, everywhere a sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? And the sign said anybody caught trespassing would be shot on sight. So I jumped on the fence and I yelled in the house, hey, what gives you the right to put up a fence to keep me out or to keep Mother Nature in? If God were here, he'd tell it to your face, man, you're some kind of sinner. Oh, sign, sign, everywhere a sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? Now hey there, mister, can't you read? You got to have a shirt and tie to get a seat. You can't even watch, no, you can't eat. You ain't supposed to be. Said you've got to have a membership card to get inside. Oh! Come in, kneel down and pray. But when they passed around the plate at the end of it all, I didn't have a penny to pay. So I got me a pen and a paper, and I made up my own little sign. I said, thank you, Lord, for thinking about me. I'm alive and doing fine. Oh, sign, sign, everywhere a sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? Oh yeah, sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign?
Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, can't you read the signs? I love it. And speaking about passing the plate, this is the time for conscious circulation. This is the time when we give back to Spirit from that which we have already been given, which is how we stay in that circulation, in that the whole river of God's abundance, right? Receiving and giving, the law of receiving and giving. And it is only when we participate and we don't block the flow, right? When we stop giving, we stop receiving. It's sort of putting a dam up in the whole situation. So we give freely, we accept gratefully, we give graciously, we stay in that river of God's abundance. So if you are choosing to give, if you have been, and I know you have, because the checks come in the mail or in PayPal or through the online giving through the bank, because nobody's here, because it's just the few of us here. I know and accept that you are giving long distance. I'm so grateful. The core council is just, over the moon with the support that we have been given, because this is an unusual time. We've never had a situation like this where everything is online, that we are just streaming, and we are so grateful that you are continuing to support this place where you'll be coming back to real soon. So thank you for all the support you've been given. Thank you for participating in that spiritual practice of tithing or donating, to be in the flow of giving and receiving. So bring that gift to your mind. if you're not physically writing a check now, or if you have set up online tithing with the bank, I would like you to bring that to mind, because we have to make this conscious. That's why it's called conscious circulation. So consciously bring that to mind and allow us to go within right now in prayer and know that God is abundance, that it is a quality of God. It exists in limitless amounts. There is no end to the goodness, to the wholeness, to the light, to the joy. All of the qualities of God are infinite in their scope and nature. Abundance is a quality of everything around us. We can see that from the blades of grass to the leaves on the trees to the grains of sand on the beach. There is no way we can count and number it all. That we know that life is lavish abundance. And we know as we embody that, and demonstrate it, we stand open-hearted and open-handed in the river of God's abundance. We accept gratefully always. We give graciously always, and we remain in the flow. I give great thanks for all of this. I simply let it be, and so it is.
I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. That one in omnipresent Spirit, the source of all supply. My trust in power without limit, my consciousness held high. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. I live in conscious circulation. I step into the flow. My good and boundless demonstration. Through faith I let it grow. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. I'm grateful, so thankful. I'm grateful, so thankful. I'm grateful.
Yay, you gotta love that celebration singing team. They are amazing. Just every week they uplift us and enjoy and heart-opening music, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that. Well, this is the time for our Miracle Minute. We have an opportunity to acknowledge answered prayer, demonstrations of answered prayer, because you know it goes on in our lives every day. And when we begin to recognize that this is a demonstration of answered prayer in our lives and in the lives of others, we begin to see more of it, don't we? More of it and more of it and more of it. And we see all the miracles that occur in our lives on a daily basis. So I'm encouraging you to email me, revpatty@visioncsl.com, and let me know what your answered prayer was. Let me know what your demonstration was this week, and then I can share it to the group. It keeps us going, doesn't it? It keeps us on that spiritual path of praying and affirming and just absolutely changing our lives, because we know prayer changes things. Prayer changes things because prayer changes us. we become those clear vessels through which spirit can flow easily and effortlessly, changing conditions around us. So I got this email from Joel A. this week. He said he got his second COVID injection this past week on a Thursday. And the day before he was scheduled to get the injection, he said he just affirmed that he'd have no negative side effects afterward, that he would just feel great, nothing. And he said he got the injection, got up the next morning feeling fantastic. I love it. What a great use of positive and powerful affirmations. Know that one for yourself when you get your vaccinations too. Just know, perfect, whole, and complete, right through and in and as each one of us. And now you know it's that time. It is time for the last word by Johnny Kirko.
Signs everywhere, signs. I'm gonna sing it to you right. I can't sing as good as Ria. Hello, everybody. Meet and greet time right after our celebration. Join us. We're going to be online. So we have practitioners, as Reverend Patti said to you earlier, available for you to do one-on-one prayer. And just come by and say hello. There's a link right there at Facebook, and you can also go to our website. Also, Coffee Connections are Monday through Friday at 8:30 in the morning. Join us for those. Those are just kind of a hello and say hi. Reverend Lori Sheets leads those. And then we continue our uplifts Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock Pacific time. Join Reverend Patti and one of our practitioners and some of our ministers and stuff for a midday kind of inspiration. All kinds of really cool stuff that we do here at Vision to keep you connected with us and us connected with you, because we miss you and we love you. So this Wednesday evening, we have a class started up. It's the 4 Agreements, led by Marianne Downs Tanaka, and that class starts at 6:30. Go to the website, sign up for that, and be a part of that. It's a 5-week class. Join Marianne Downs, great teacher. She used to be a teacher of kids and stuff like that, so she's a fantastic teacher. So join us for that. That's Wednesday evening, 6:30. That same evening at 7 o'clock, we have Andy and Nathan back with us. We have a concert right here in our sanctuary. So join us online, Facebook, our website, also YouTube. And we also have a few people who might be in the room. So if you want to do that, let me know, and we can see if you'd like to be a part of that. Thursday evenings, Folky Monkey. We have the buddy system put together with Mr. Joe Rathburn. It's a really cool group. There's 4 of them will be in here. That also will be on website, Facebook, YouTube, all that. And we also have some people available to come in there. So join us for that too. Next week, Reverend Patti Paris will be back. Her talk title is not What's Your Sign, because that's wrong. It is The Path Not Taken. I just was teasing you guys a little bit. But anyway, we have the Higher Vision Choir, not live. But some of our archives, I am going deep in the archives of all the many. We did 9 a year, so we got a bunch of music and stuff. I got it from 2 years ago in February. Some really cool music that we've got together. Love the choir. Miss you guys. Can't wait to get together again. The Higher Vision Choir next Sunday. Also want to mention to you, it's Girl Scout cookie time, and Amelia is selling cookies, but she can't be here with us. So there's an online available to there. So she can ship those out to you. So go to our Facebook page, or I've also put it on my Facebook page, so you can sign up, buy some cookies from Amelia. She's also got them available to send out to our troops, so if you want to buy those too. So love you guys, miss you, see ya.
He's got to talk really fast to get it all in. Thank you, John. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, you just go through it. Go to the website. Tells you everything, and you can go at your own pace, and you can find out all about more information about the classes, about the concerts, about the cookies. Oh, classes, concerts, cookies. I like it. I like the alliteration. Go to the website. Find out more about everything. Right now, we're going to stand up and we're going to do our affirmations. So if you're comfortable, I know you got your feet up, you've been watching the whole time. Get up now. It's time to stand up and get and ground in the energy of these affirmations. You know that there's cosmic energy from the universe just flowing through you. There's earth energy from the center of the earth just coming up through you. You are that vessel. You are that clear vessel through which God's energy can flow, changing the conditions around you. So we're going to affirm these. You ready? You with me? They're up there? Let's do this. Life's guideposts are all around me and I notice them. Oh, see, that's the important part. You have to notice. The second one, I am tuned into divine wisdom. Today and every day, I connect with my inner vision. Oh, I love that one. Let's do number 3 again. I just love it. That's a wonderful affirmation to say. You can just say it all day long. Today and every day, I connect with my inner vision. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's pray out. It's time. I give great thanks for this day, for everything in it, for the love, for the joy, for the music. I just thank the practitioners. I thank our musicians. I am so grateful for this time we get to spend together in truth, knowing and accepting that God is one, that we are some aspect, some undifferentiated expression of that one. So whatever we think of as God, love and joy and beauty and wisdom and peace, whatever attributes we think of as spirit, we know that they are ours. We know that we are that which thou art. And we know and accept that as spirit inhabits form, that it brings its fullness, its allness, its wholeness to every expression that it is. And we are that. Giving great thanks that we are the love God is on earth. We are the peace. We are the place where wisdom shows up, transforming this world. I give great thanks. I simply let it be. And so it is. Amen. Bye-bye. See you next time.